Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to do a quick follow-up on my previous few videos. As you are aware, there has been a lot of bad news for F1 students, the entry ban for H1B students, and ban for new issuance of permanent residence to the United States. So today I'm going to talk about few things that you can consider as options if you are impacted by any of these scenarios. So if you are interested in this topic, please watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. Please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel so that you get updates on my upcoming videos. So as you know, there was an ICE notice to F1 students in terms of exemptions that they had given to the F1 students for spring and summer semester, but they have taken some of those away for the fall 2020 semester. As you know, F1 students will no longer be allowed to do full-time online courses. They will have to take either hybrid, where some courses are often online and others are offered in university in person. So this is a big impact to the students who are already here on F1, in the sense that a lot of universities had started announcing that they will be doing fully online courses to avoid the impact of COVID-19. But at the same time, as schools and colleges are about to open in the next couple of weeks, ICE gave this notice to F1 students that you can do that. So if you will be taking all online courses, you will be required to leave the country. But first of all, I wanted to mention that there are certain big universities that have filed lawsuits against DHS on this particular topic. Obviously, the students who are here on F1 studying at these big universities, these students pay upwards of $50,000 per year to study in these elite universities. So by taking away their F1 and having them leave the country, by asking them to leave the country, since the universities have declared that they will do online courses, that is very unfair to these students who have paid big dollars to attend in these universities. Now they have been asked to leave the country and go back to their home country where they can attend these university courses online. Now in reality, this is very difficult because first of all, there is a travel ban. So students who are already here, it is very difficult for them to get a plane ticket to go back to the country. Secondly, there may be internet issues or any logistics issues that these students may come across while working from their home country. So online courses in these top universities is not going to be the same experience what they have been expecting from this university by studying here. So through these lawsuits by these big universities, it is expected that there might be an injunction to this rule. So in this case, what are the options for students? I have made a separate video for a lot of options that F1 students have after they graduate. You can check that particular video in my channel. But here what I would like to say, F1 students have to be very careful when they are maintaining their status. They have to be absolutely clear to the authorities that their studies is either going to be fully in classroom or it's going to be a hybrid model. If you say that it's going to be fully online, you will get a lot of challenge to maintain your status. In the worst case scenario, there are few other options that you could take a break from F1. In certain scenarios, you will be allowed to take a leave of absence. What it means is you can take a break from your F1 status. So in this scenario, your F1 will stay intact, but you are expected to come to the full coursework after your leave is over. Another situation is you may want to consider changing your status to some other status such as B1, which is a visitor status. You could get up to 6 months of visitor's visa stay. And if possible, you could also consider going to the home country, but make sure you talk to your university and understand that all these online courses that they are offering will count towards your credits for getting your university degree. There is also a provision to reinstate your F1 status under extraordinary circumstances, which we are all in right now due to the pandemic and due to the travel restrictions. There are school closures and there is disaster. So this may be considered an extraordinary circumstance and you may be able to come back into your F1 status once things improve. In my other channel, I have also talked about a lot of different options for students. Some of them could be changing to a TN status if you are a Canadian or a Mexican citizen, change to a O visa or a P visa, whichever. You may want to talk to an immigration attorney regarding your options. And lastly, I would like to say that don't worry too much about it. It's not the end of the world. This is just a phase and this will pass. The reason is Nobody is going to come and knock on your door to see if you are attending an online course or not. But mind you, you should follow all of these rules because these may haunt you in future when you are doing your immigration. So you want to follow all the rules, but at the same time you don't want to panic. And remember, you can always take a break from F1. You can go back to your home country. When things improve, come back. It's not the end of the world. A few months of inconvenience is not going to change your future. I also wanted to clarify some things about the entry ban that was issued, or the proclamation that was done on June 22nd, which was effective June 24th. I see a lot of panic in the questions that I get on my YouTube channel, and people are still confused. Remember, this ban is only for people who are outside of the United States, and it is only for certain non-immigrant visas such as H1B, H2B, L1 and few others, and their dependents. So if you are a student like on F1 visa, you don't have to worry because this entry ban does not apply to student visa. It also does not apply to any other visa that is not covered specifically in this proclamation. And also for these specific visas, if you have a valid visa stamped on your passport, then you don't have to worry. You can still leave the United States and come back on that valid visa. But if you don't have a valid stamp on your passport, or if the previous visa stamp is expired, then you have to be very careful. If you are in the United States, don't leave the country because you will not be able to come back, at least until the end of the year. There are ways to extend your visa while staying in the United States. And if you happen to be outside of the United States on one of these visas that has expired, all that means is you will have to wait for a few months until the end of the year. So that's all I wanted to say in this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.